Hello guys, welcome back with another video. Today I'm with another video of my found footage horror collection. I'm a big fan of found footage. I grew up with found footage because in the late 2000s or early 2010s, during schools, I remember some of my classmates were going to theaters invited by their uncles, friend, or cousins, older cousin, and they went to see these films. Now, I heard that some of them were like, "Oh, it's the scariest movie ever," which in reality it wasn't. Um, there was a lot of rumors with like they're always gossiping about how scary it was, how good it was. And I remember we're doing my elementary school to the middle schools, early life and middle school. There was a lot of talk. So what's my opinion on found footage? They're very good. I do love found footage. I do. I find some that are interesting, some that are bad, some of them are decent. So this is my collection of the found footage. Now, but I've seen a lot of movies that scare me. Like Quarantine was one that scared me when I was a kid, but not anymore. I rewatch. It's kind of boring now. But yeah, it's my honest opinions. But here we go. I'm gonna start with the first collection, which is, sorry about that. Let me just put it the way it was. I just gotta get there. Okay, here we go. The Blair Witch Project. Now I've only seen it once, and it's one of my favorite found footage. I thought it was good. It was not scary, but I do like the suspense that were these teenagers lost, or where there was a Blair Witch, because we don't know if their friends were just pranking them or something. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, it was kind of creepy that they get lost in the woods. And this is the iconic poster from it, parody in the Scary Movie, the first one. But I do like this film. I think it's one of my favorite found footage, and it tells you how you can make a film with a low budget and no scares or jump scare. It's so authentic. So I do like it, and I'm gonna rewatch it again. But it's one of my, but yeah, this is one of my favorites, and this is the first one to come out in the found footage era. Because in the early 2000s there was a lot, like a few will try to copy it. But yeah, here we go. Here's the cover art. It's the spine. I'm gonna just leave the lights over here. Spine and the back. Pretty cool. And then the DVD artwork is just the woods, which is pretty cool. I do like the artwork here. It's very fun footage of it. So yeah, pretty cool. So now let's start with, let's see what other film. You know what? Let's start with Paranormal Activity, because that one came out 2007. So here's the first trilogy of the Paranormal Activity. Now the first one came out in 2007. You guys are wondering why I'm saying 2007. It came out 2009. Well, in actuality, it got released in 2007, and test audience loved it. That they thought it was the scariest movie. That they tried to deal with the gimmick, and so they did. And they released it in 2009. It was so successful. So this is one of the Blumhouse earlier works. So yeah, this is the second one and third. Now, I'm kind of mixed on the Paranormal Activity. I do like the first, but I do kind of don't like the slowness of the film. But still, because there's nothing else in the film. But yeah, there's the second and third. Pretty cool. So here's the spine, and here's the back. Let's open it up. Here's the first one, old gray disc. Here's the second and third, when they decided to make everything blue. So yeah, so the first, second, and third, the trilogy of Paranormal Activity. Now we're gonna go with As Above, So Below. Now this is a very fun adventure horror film. I do like the look of it. I do like there's some good jump scares in here. But yeah, this is a very fun film. There's the cover art, pretty cool. Here's the spine. Here's the back. I do miss the found footage. There hasn't been a revival. I mean, a lot of people say Host is the revival, but it wasn't that. It happened during the pandemic. Everyone did loved it, but it's not as the big entrance like what Paranormal Activity did and stuff like that. So yeah, let's open it. Here's the Blu-ray and DVD. Pretty cool. Now this digital has been used. I don't know by who. So yeah, this one doesn't work. I'm gonna just say that these movies, some of the found footage doesn't work. Now this is my favorite. This is one of my favorite ones. It's very decent. This one is a good one. This one is Phoenix Forgotten. It came out in 2017. It's during the Ridley Scott tried to do a found footage, like try to do he produced it. So yeah. So this is Ridley Scott produced, and this is the cover art. Pretty cool. And here's the back. Right, and here's the spine. Now this movie was fun. This is not a typical jump scare movie. It's more of a sister trying to find her brother, and it turns out that at the end there's the typical found footage movie. So yeah, here's the Blu-ray. Pretty cool. I do like the cover art, and here's the DVD. So I do like that the both versions, they have nice cover art, and I'm glad I got it. So pretty cool. I love this movie. It's not the best one, but it's one of those movies I can enjoy. Now we have Unfriended. Now a lot of people say this is not found footage. Here's the thing: it has a gimmick of found footage. Yes, it's all in FaceTime, so technically it's not found footage, but it is. So it's kind of both ways. So here's the cover art, pretty cool. Here's the spine. Here's the back. Haven't watched it, but I heard good things. My sister said it was fun. It was good. So yeah, and yeah, if you look at it, it's a digital, but I got it without the thing. So yeah, here's the Blu-ray and here's the DVD. Plain simple. Okay, and then we have Dark Web. This one only has the Blu-ray and digital. I already got to use the digital, but I haven't seen it. This is the sequel to Unfriended. A lot of people are mixed on it. There's some people that do enjoy it, say it's better than the first one. There's some people say it's bad, and some in the middle say it's decent, but it's not as good as the first. So yeah, I haven't seen none of the Unfriended movies, but yeah, it seems pretty cool. So, here's the spine, and here's the back. Let's open it, and the Blu-ray is just a simple Blu-ray disc. So yeah. Now here Lost Paranormal Activity 3. I have here the cover art. Here, this is a very nice cover. You have the two girls. Turns out, spoiler, turns out this is a prequel. So yeah, the third one. So a new level of terror. That's what they said here in the review. Okay, so here's the spine. Here's the back. Okay, let's open it. It's just gonna have the gray disc. So yeah, nothing too special. Yeah, nothing too special. Here we go. This is the film that scared me as a kid, but now when we're watching it, it's not as good. I prefer the Wreck, the original that came from Spain. So yeah, this one is one of my favorite. This is one of those films that came out when I was young. Came out in 2008, a year after the Wreck movie, and it's just okay film. It's not as bad, or it's not even good. I find it boring. So yeah, the creativity is gone. It's just a shot-for-shot remake. It's just the difference is that this one has rabies and the other one is demonic possession. Zombie type of film. So yeah, this is it's a nice artwork here. They just spoil the ending. Here's the spine. Here's the back. Now this one was pretty cool. I like that it did had a artwork. This artwork, so this is pretty cool. There's Paranormal Activity, the marked ones. Now this one, for me, this is a fun film. I do like the Latinos here, the Hispanic people here. They were fun to watch. They're hilarious. I think this is one of the better movies of the Paranormal Activity. I haven't watched the fourth one, but this one is a pretty fun film. So here's the cover art, here's the spine, and here's the back. Pretty cool. Now, I hope this year I get the chance to get the box set of Paranormal Activity. I really want that one, so I will definitely get that one, because that's a nice box set. It even has Next of Kin, which only came out Paramount Plus. So yeah, here's the disc cover art. There's nothing, just plain old gray disc. Okay, so we have Troll Hunter. This is a Norwegian Yeah, I think Norwegian. Yeah, a Norwegian film. And this is a very good found footage film. I do loved it. It came out during the early found footage. I really do miss that era. I wish I could go back in time, but eh. I do kind of remember a lot of these films coming out, and there was a lot of early horror films. But yeah, this is a fun horror found footage adventure. There's a little comedy in there, so yeah, it's a very fun film. This is one of my favorites. So here's the spine, and here's the back. Hey, I think this is Norwegian. Let me see. Yeah, Norway, so Norwegians. Yeah, it's a fun film. Oh yeah, forgot to open the disc. Here we go. Now we have the disc cover. Pretty cool. I do like the cover art of the disc. So yeah, this was released by Magnet. So it's a studio that likes to release the disc. Now this is another one, VHS. Now VHS is a horror anthology, which is in the form of found footage. There's a lot of good sequels of VHS, but the worst one is Viral, but I will still get it. But this one is the only one I have as of right now. But this is a very cool artwork. I do like the skull and the images of the VHS cassettes. So yeah, here's the studio that released it on DVD, Magnet. The scariest, rawest horror movie of the year. Yeah, a lot of these paid review critics were like saying that all the time. So here's the spine. And here's the back. Now this is my favorite one with the succubus, because she does like the guy that has the camera on his glasses, but when he rejected her, she was a rage filled. So yeah, there's a spin-off called Siren. So yeah, so let's open it. And I do like the disc artwork here. You have the got the like tape all rolled up, and I think it looks like a skull. So yeah, this is pretty cool. Recommend this movie too with the Troll Hunter. So yeah, another film that is pretty good is The Bay. Now The Bay came out around 2014. Another found footage horror film. I think 2012. 2012, 2014, one of those years. But yeah, this is a fun film. I do like the aesthetic. It's like a mockumentary, which is a documentary, but it's not real. And then there's these creatures that take over this town. Yeah, it's a fun found footage film. Very creepy. The little thing, it makes me ugh. So yeah, I do recommend it if you enjoy these kind of films. So The Bay. So yeah, cool artwork here. So here's the spine, and here's the back. Let's open it up, and you have, I think, the same cover art. So yeah, this is a pretty cool film. It's not the greatest, but I would recommend it if you want to watch it. But yeah, there's a lot of body horror. Now, another one. I'm gonna skip over these two right now because these ones are better than this movie, The Devil Inside. Now, I remember this film when it came out. I remember the people crazing this film. I remember the poster. I remember the trailers, the TV spots, and I remember people saying, "Oh, it's one of the scariest movies." I saw this film later, after the whole, like, let's say about a decade later. I watched it on my phone, and it was a bad one. The ending pissed me off. It just ends like that. So I'm like, wait, what? So yeah, the whole setup was great, but the ending. So yeah, The Devil Inside. Here's the cover art, and here's the spine, and here's the back. Now, I'll just say it's still a good film if we want to get into a possession film. There's a lot of... It's weird. During that time, there was a trend of possession, zombies, found footage. So, yeah, there was a lot of those films. So, yeah. And here's the artwork. There's nothing, just a Paramount great disc like they always use. So, yeah, there's that. Now we're going to go to the good ones. Let me go with the fourth kind. Now, this is a fourth kind. This is the found footage mockumentary about a mother losing her daughter because she discovered something crazy about the aliens. Yes, this is a UFO movie, and it was pretty pretty good. Only problem is this film, I think, bombed in the box office. So it flopped so hard. But this is a fun film. This is Mila Jovovich, the same woman from Resident Evil. So she was doing the the movies back and forth. She was doing a lot of horror films during that time. But yeah, the fourth kind, pretty cool. I like the artwork here. Here's the spine. And here's the back. This is a fun found footage film, and here's the artwork of it. And I do like the artwork. It's pretty cool. It's just static television, I think. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I do like it. Yeah, I do recommend this film. I haven't watched it. I only saw a few parts, and then I got bored. But if I just pay attention, then yeah, it's gonna be a fun film. So there. And last but not least, Cloverfield. Now this is a fun film. I tried rewatching it the last time, but it got a little boring to me. But yeah, this is a fun film. I recommend this film. This is the 4K Blu-ray, DVD, and digital code, which is pretty cool. And I like how the Paramount does this. So I like how it's in a clear case. So here's the artwork. Here's the spine. Here's the back. So the receipt, and here's the digital code which has been used. Here's the 4K. Here's the Blu-ray, and here's the DVD. A fun footage film, big budget one. But yeah, a lot of people remember the trailer for it. So yeah. So let's put it all together back. Now I will get a lot of other more found footage films are still missing. Like I mentioned, there's the Blair Witch sequel that came out in 2016. There's the Taking of Deborah Logan, Apollo 18, Gonjima Haunted House. I think that's how you call VHS 2, VHS Viral, The Gallows. So yeah, there's more films that I need to get. The Last Broadcast is one of them too, and the McKeefsin tapes. So yeah, this is all my found footage collection, and thank you guys for watching. I'm glad you guys enjoy my videos. This is the found footage collection I have. So see you next time with another video, and I think the next video is gonna be, sadly, I'm gonna do Bruce Willis, knowing that he's going on. But I'll see you next time, and thank you for watching. See you next time.